What's up? It's Jordan from Zero to Hero Muscle here on a nature hike with my girlfriend Ceci. Say hi, Ceci.
Hi.
There she is. Now today I want to discuss something I've been getting a lot of questions about recently, and that's the relationship between cardio and building muscle. Does doing cardio hurt your ability to build muscle? A lot of guys think this. A lot of guys worry that if they do any cardio, they're gonna lose gains. They're not gonna build as much muscle as just avoiding cardio completely. Now, here's the truth. Not doing cardio is gonna hurt your gains immensely, because you have to realize you can't just build your muscular system. You also have to build up your cardiovascular system. It's very important. You've got to keep your body in harmony with itself. It's all about balance. As I always say, it's all about balance. So obviously, if you focus on one thing too much more than another thing in your body, it's going to put it out of whack and it's not going to be in balance. And you don't want that, because that is going to hurt your gains. So don't go believing all these myths and BS about how you shouldn't be doing cardio and you should be avoiding it completely because it might hurt your gains. It's not going to hurt your gains. Not doing cardio is going to hurt your gains. Doing cardio immensely helps your gains. It helps with muscle growth, but only when it's done properly. And that means performing the right type of cardio and also performing it the right way. And the right type of cardio is high intensity cardio. And the right way to do it is to keep your intensity high at all times and keep your training time low. So always, just like with your muscle building training, high intensity, low training time. Intensity is always more important than duration. It doesn't matter how long you're training if you're not training intensely. That is what's most important here. And the most optimal way to go about it to make sure that you're getting the best muscle building benefits out of it possible is to make sure that you're performing your cardio at about 80% of your max heart rate, okay? That's basically going to be your muscle building sweet spot as far as your cardio training is concerned, where your intensity level is just at the right amount where you can trigger that boosted effect of getting muscle growth out of your cardio training. It could boost your muscle growth by as much as between 5 or 10%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when it comes to building muscle, I'm sure you've already realized that muscle comes at a premium. So 5 to 10% is actually a huge amount of muscle growth that you're leaving on the table if you don't do this kind of cardio to help you with your training and help you with building your body. You want to make sure you're taking advantage of everything you have available to you in order to build the best body possible. And by leaving your cardio out of the equation, you're leaving a lot of muscle potential out of the equation as well, and you don't want that to happen. Now, of course, this is backed by research. This whole muscle growth triggering effect of doing the right type of cardio like this has been proven to be effective. I'm not about just pulling baseless claims out of my ass on this channel. This stuff actually works. It's been proven. And you could just look at the type of athletes that do this type of training, this type of cardio. Athletes who do high intensity cardio. For instance, look at sprinters. They tend to have a higher amount of muscle mass than long distance runners who are usually a little bit skinnier and just typically thin. Athletes like football players who play the skilled positions like running backs, wide receivers, defensive backs, the positions that are physically the most taxing and the most demanding because they have to be performing at high intensity all throughout the game. You'll notice that those guys are usually the most muscular, usually the most ripped. And it all has to do with how they're conditioning their bodies with this high intensity type of training style for their cardio. Now, it all has to do with how your body is responding to the cardio that you do. It all has to do with your the muscle fibers that you're activating. You basically have two types. There's fast and there's slow, which I'm not really going to get into in this video because it's going to overcomplicate things. All you need to know is that this is what's best for you if you want to get extra growth out of your muscle building training. That's the bottom line here. That's all that matters. Now, what type of cardio? My girlfriend is about to fall back there. Are you okay? As for the type of cardio you should actually be doing, there's a number of things you could do. For your lower body, you could do sprints, you could jump rope, you could cycle. For your upper body, you could do boxing, rowing, you could do the heavy rope work. There's a number of things you could do, and each of these, of course, is going to grow those parts of your body respectively. So if you focus on your lower body, it's going to help boost your lower body growth. If you focus on your upper body, that's going to help you boost your upper body growth. So you want to have a balanced mix of things to make sure you're getting the best of both worlds, and again, keeping your body in harmony with itself and keeping it balanced. Always very important. Now, anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes is plenty efficient. It doesn't take all that much time in order to get an effective high intensity cardio training session in. Definitely keep it under 30 minutes because, again, you have to keep your intensity high and your training time low. That's what's important here in order to trigger that muscle growth effect out of this training. Okay, so 10 to 20 minutes, about 3 days per week, plenty efficient to get all the benefits out of it. And that's the bottom line. Cardio does not hurt your gains. It helps them when you do it the right way. And this is the right way to do it. So that wraps up this lesson. I'll see you in the next training video.
If you enjoyed what you just learned in this free secret training video, make sure you join my priority waitlist for my full training course, Zero to Hero, the muscle building blueprint for skinny guys, where you'll learn my 20 skinny killing muscle building secrets for how to fully transform yourself from an average, pathetic zero into a ripped, aesthetic superhero. All you need to do is click the link on your screen, enter your name and your email, and you'll be all set for the next release date. It literally takes just a few seconds. So go ahead and do that right now before we run out of spaces, and I will see you in the next training video.